Dubai. A city that has grown from the sand. A city where ambitions know no bounds. A city that amazes the world with its achievements. But what really lies behind the glitter of skyscrapers and the luxury of boutiques? In this video, we will try to figure out what Dubai is, an oasis of the future or a mirage in the desert. Dubai is a city and emirate on the Persian Gulf Coast in the United Arab Emirates, famous for its luxury shopping, cutting-edge architecture, restaurants, and nightlife. The city's skyline is dominated by countless skyscrapers, including the 830-meter high Burj Khalifa. At its base is the Dubai Fountain, a musical fountain illuminated by floodlights. On an artificial island off the coast is the Atlantis The Palm Resort, featuring a water park and a marine animal park. Dubai is the largest city in the UAE. It amazes the imagination from the first minutes of being there, as if you find yourself in a film about a high-tech future, where everything is possible. Here they create nature reserves and reservoirs, lay canals, build skyscrapers made of glass, build shopping centers the size of small cities, and even have their own Dubai Venice. Wealth and luxury are a way of life in this largest trade, financial and tourist metropolis in the entire Middle East. Local emirs strive to show the beauty and grandeur of the city to the whole world, as well as to create new, amazing, and unique structures in it that will attract even more tourists. Half a century ago, Dubai was a small fishing village that lived off pearl diving. That was until the early 20th century, when a crisis occurred. Japan invented artificial pearls and began cultivating them on an industrial scale. As a result, trade in Dubai declined and the economy was hit. The city continued to exist largely due to its fortunate proximity to oil-rich Abu Dhabi, the current capital of the UAE, until Dubai discovered its own deposits of black gold. Everything changed with the discovery of oil. But Dubai's far-sighted rulers decided not to rely solely on oil and began investing in other sectors of the economy: tourism, real estate, and trade. This is how Dubai's transformation into a modern metropolis began. At the beginning of the 19th century, Dubai had a population of only about 1,200 people. It was a small settlement, protected by walls around it and the Al Fahidi fort in the center. Until 1833, it was part of the Emirate of Abu Dhabi, then belonged to the Trucial Oman until it gained independence in 1971. Since 1833, Dubai has been under the rule of the Al Maktoum dynasty emirs. The Al Maktoum family is the ruling dynasty of the Emirate of Dubai. They are descended from the Bani Yas tribe and are descendants of Maktoum bin Budi, who founded the dynasty in Dubai in 1833. The current ruler of Dubai and Prime Minister of the UAE is Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Sheikh Rashid was responsible for transforming Dubai from a small cluster of settlements near Dubai Creek into a modern port city and commercial hub. His famous quote, "My grandfather rode a camel, my father rode a camel, I drive a Mercedes, my son drives a Land Rover, his son will drive a Land Rover, but his son will ride a camel," reflected his concern that Dubai oil, discovered in 1966 and began production in 1969, would run out within a few generations. He therefore worked to develop Dubai's economy so that it could survive after oil production ended, and was the driving force behind a number of major infrastructure projects aimed at promoting Dubai as a regional trading hub. During the 19th century, two disasters greatly damaged the city's fortunes. In 1841, a smallpox epidemic broke out in the city, forcing residents to move east from Dera, and in 1894, a fire swept through Dera, destroying most of the houses. However, the city's geographic location continued to attract traders from all over the region. The Emir of Dubai, wanting to attract foreign traders, reduced taxes, which attracted traders from Sharjah, the main trading center of the region at the time. For a long time, Dubai had to make do with the minor benefits of being close to oil-rich Abu Dhabi, but in 1966 its own oil fields were discovered, although much less rich. Revenues from oil production began to flow in 1969. The developing oil industry required an influx of workers, which came mainly from India and Pakistan, as a result of which the city's population quadrupled between 1968 and 1975. Oil revenues helped the city's early development, but Dubai's oil reserves are very limited and production levels are low. Oil revenues account for only about 5% of all revenues. Tourism, aviation, real estate, and financial services have become the basis of Dubai's economy. After the unification of the Emirates in 1971, before that they existed as autonomous sheikdoms, Dubai began to develop rapidly. The state financed the city, its own oil fields were actively developed here, and the money earned from them was used for construction. In order not to depend only on oil sales, the UAE authorities gradually began to turn the city into a tourist and business center. Thus, in about 40 years, Dubai grew from a small coastal town into one of the largest megalopolises in the world. Active migration has affected the city's architecture and its layout. There are not only business centers and skyscrapers, but also European-style neighborhoods with laconic buildings and working-class areas with a special flavor. Dubai is considered one of the hottest cities in the world. Dubai is located on the southern coast of the Persian Gulf, but despite its proximity to the water, the climate here is dry and hot because of the desert. The average temperature in August, the warmest month, is plus 35.1 C, and the average maximum usually exceeds plus 40 C. Sometimes the temperature in the shade can reach almost 50 C. Winters are cooler. In terms of temperature, they approximately correspond to summer in central Russia, with warm days and cool nights. The average temperature in January is plus 19 C, the coldest month. Precipitation in Dubai is rare, falling mainly in the second half of winter, February-March. From May to October, precipitation is almost impossible. Dubai is a city where skyscrapers grow straight out of the sand. Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, a symbol of Dubai's ambitions and possibilities. Dubai Mall is one of the largest shopping centers in the world, where you can find everything you want. Palm Jumeirah is an artificial island that amazes with its shape and scale. Dubai is a city of the future, where bold architectural projects become reality. Burj Khalifa is an 828-meter-tall skyscraper in Dubai, the tallest and most multi-story building in the world, and the tallest structure. The stepped shape of the building resembles a stalagmite. The grand opening ceremony took place on January 4, 2010. Since July 21, 2007, the tallest building in the world. Since May 19, 2008, the tallest ever structure in the world. Before that, the record belonged to the Warsaw radio mast that fell in 1991. The exact height of the structure is 828 m with 163 floors, with 180 meters falling on the longest spire in the world. Opening the skyscraper, by that time known throughout the world as the Burj Dubai Tower, the ruler of the Emirate of Dubai, the current Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, renamed it, dedicating the building to the President of the UAE, Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, from now on and forever. This tower will bear the name Khalifa Burj Khalifa. The Dubai Tower was designed as a city within a city, with its own lawns, boulevards, and parks. The total cost of the structure is $1.5 billion. The skyscraper project was developed by the American architectural firm Skidmore, Owings and Merrill, which also designed the Willis Tower in Chicago, World Trade Center 1 in New York, and many other famous buildings. The author of the project is the American architect Adrian Smith, who already had experience in designing similar structures. In particular, he participated in the design of the 420m high Jianmao skyscraper in China. The construction division of the South Korean company Samsung, which had previously participated in the construction of the Petronas Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur, was chosen as the general contractor for the development. The construction of the skyscraper began in 2004 and proceeded at a rate of 1 or 2 floors per week. Up to 12,000 workers worked on the construction every day. About 320,000 cubic meters of concrete and more than 60,000 tons of steel reinforcement were used to create it. Concrete work was completed after the 160th floor was erected, then the 180-meter spire was assembled from metal structures. A special brand of concrete was developed especially for the Burj Khalifa, which can withstand temperatures up to plus 50 C. The concrete mixture was laid only at night, and ice was added to the solution. Unlike the New York skyscrapers, the foundation of the Burj Khalifa is not fixed in the rocky ground. The foundation of the building uses hanging piles 45 m long and 1.5 m in diameter. There are about 200 of these piles in total. The shape of the building is asymmetrical, reminiscent of a stalagmite, to reduce the effect of wind sway. The surface area of the building is approximately equal to the area of 17 football fields. The building is finished with tinted glass thermal panels, which reduce the heating of the rooms inside. In Dubai, temperatures can exceed plus 50 C, which reduces the need for air conditioning. The glass of the Burj Khalifa is washed daily, but it takes about 3 months to wash the entire surface. Burj Khalifa is the key element of the new business center in Dubai. Inside the complex there is a hotel, apartments, offices, and shopping centers. The building has 3 separate entrances: the entrance to the hotel, the entrance to the apartments, and the entrance to the office premises. A traveler should not only admire the Burj Khalifa from the outside, but also look inside the building. In the main skyscraper of Dubai, there is something to see and do. Experience new gastronomic impressions in the tallest restaurant in the world. Book a room in a hotel designed by Giorgio Armani, and get access to exclusive restaurants and boutiques. Go to one of the sports centers to refresh yourself in the pool and relax in the spa. And in the tallest building in the world, there are 900 luxury apartments with designer renovation, as well as 37 floors with offices. In addition, the Burj Khalifa skyscraper has a number of tourist locations. This iconic building is a landmark of Dubai and has contributed significantly to the appearance of modern Dubai, attracting tourists from all over the world. Without a doubt, this legendary monument is an architectural achievement of enormous proportions that continues to amaze the residents and visitors of Dubai. The Dubai Mall is the largest shopping mall in the world, located next to the famous Burj Khalifa skyscraper. Dubai Mall opened on November 4, 2008, with nearly 1,000 retailers, making it the second largest mall opening in retail history after West Edmonton Mall. It features more than 1,200 retail stores, 2 major department stores, and hundreds of restaurants and cafes. The total area of Dubai Mall is more than 1 million square meters, equivalent to 200 football pitches. Dubai Mall is a true paradise for fashion lovers, uniting over 70 stores of elite world brands, including department stores Bloomingdale's and Galeries Lafayette. In the Fashion Avenue section, haute couture fashion is represented by such brands as Versace, Burberry, Chanel, Cartier, and others. Particularly noteworthy are the Waterfall Fountain, perhaps the most photographed place in Dubai Mall, and the Village section, where in the winter months you can stroll under the open sky thanks to the retractable roof. The building of the shopping center is directly connected to the 5-star hotel's Kempinski Central Avenue, Dubai, and address Dubai Mall, which is extremely convenient for guests wishing to go shopping. In 2019, the mall expanded by almost 15,000 sqm with the opening of an additional building, Dubai Mall Zabiel. It houses a variety of restaurants and shops, as well as a 3,000-space car park. The new building is connected to Dubai Mall by an air-conditioned covered pedestrian bridge. In 2023, the Dubai Mall Chinatown department opened in the shopping center, offering a huge selection of goods from the Far East, from gadgets to art objects. It is also home to a branch of the world's cheapest Michelin-starred restaurant, Singapore's Hawker Chan. Among the unique structures located under the roof of the Dubai Mall is the world's largest indoor aquarium, where you can see more than 33,000 fish and sea animals, including sharks and rays. A tunnel with a glass top runs through the aquarium bowl, which holds 10 million liters of water, so that visitors can see the inhabitants of the aquarium swimming above them from a close distance. Above the aquarium is the Discovery Center, where you can learn more about the life of the seas and oceans. The Palm Jumeirah area in Dubai is a real miracle of modern architecture. Artificial islands are made in the form of a date palm, a trunk and 16 branches symmetrically located on both sides of it. To protect the island from the destructive power of water, it was surrounded by a special breakwater in the form of a crescent. The idea of creating an island appeared in the 90s, when it became necessary to expand the territory for further development of the tourism business. There was no more free space on the best coastal strip for construction. The city could only grow deeper into the desert, but it is obvious that the climate of the UAE is not conducive to attracting tourists to places where there are no bodies of water. The construction of the artificial island began in 2001 on the initiative of the current Emir of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He is deservedly considered the creator of modern Dubai, luxurious, glossy, and surprisingly technological. The planned artificial island was to become the first in an artificially created archipelago of islands. Using 94 million cubic meters of sand and 5.5 million cubic meters of stone, in just 2 years the builders erected a structure without any steel supports or concrete. The foundation of the island was reinforced with 7 million tons of stone and a special synthetic material, geotextile. After the construction was completed, it took several more years to build 4,500 hotels, shopping centers, and entertainment venues. Although work on other artificial islands of the archipelago continues, the project today fully justifies the investment. Palm Jumeirah is a tree-shaped island with luxury hotels, high-end high-rises, and upscale restaurants serving international cuisine. The promenade, which overlooks the Dubai coastline and the sail-shaped Burj Al Arab, is lined with food trucks, including shawarma. On the left side of the base of the trunk is Palm West Beach, one of the best public beaches in Dubai. The 1.6-kilometer-long beach promenade is a landscaped area with jogging paths, cafes, and beach clubs. You can come here with pets. Near the beach there are residential complexes and 5-star hotels with private beach areas, for example, Hilton Dubai Palm Jumeirah or Fairmont the Palm. A special attraction for tourists and locals is the large shopping and entertainment center Nakheel Mall. The shopping center has a children's area with a play and educational room, a Vox cinema, trampolines, quest rooms, and slot machines. From the Nakheel Mall you can go to the elevators, which in 45 seconds take guests to the upper floors of the Palm Tower skyscraper. The Palm Tower is a unique 52-story complex with many restaurants, spas, and lounge areas. The first 8 floors of the tower house the 5-star Hotel the St. Regis Dubai, and the world's highest swimming pool, Aura Sky Pool, is located on the 50th floor. In 2021, the stunning observation deck view at the Palm opened at a height of 240 m. It offers stunning views of the entire Dubai coastline. You can see the entire island, the Persian Gulf, as well as other areas, Dubai Marina and Jumeirah, Blue Waters Island with a Ferris wheel, the Burj Al Arab Hotel, and much more. The view at the Palm observation deck is one of the hidden gems of the island. However, the most striking attractions of the island are located on the crown of the palm. For example, One of the most luxurious hotels in Dubai, Atlantis Hotel, whose frescoes, glass sculptures, and interior are worth looking at as if they were in a museum. The resort complex Atlantis Dubai Atlantis the Palm opened its doors to its guests in 2008. Engineering marvels are not uncommon in Dubai. The world's tallest skyscraper, Burj Khalifa, rises here, and the artificial island of Palm Jumeirah is located right in the Persian Gulf. Against the backdrop of such achievements, it is not surprising that the Museum of the Future has received a truly unique, futuristic look. According to National Geographic, it was included in the list of 14 most beautiful museums in the world, becoming a new architectural and cultural icon of the city. The idea of creating the Museum of the Future was born within the framework of the ambitious strategy of the Dubai Future Foundation, aimed at turning the emirate into a global center of innovation and technology. The initiator of the project was Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum himself, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, who saw the museum as a symbol of the country's movement towards a knowledge and innovation economy. The architectural solution was developed by the British studio Killa Design under the leadership of Sean Killa, who previously worked on the project of the famous skyscraper Jumeirah Emirates Towers. Construction began in 2015 and lasted 7 years. The main contractor was BM International, which faced serious engineering challenges. The building has no internal support columns, and its complex geometry required the use of advanced 3D printing and robotic construction technologies. The Museum of the Future building is shaped like a torus, which is very symbolic. The ring itself represents humanity, and the empty space inside is the unknown future that we have to create and fill. The central building has 7 floors with smooth transitions between them and reaches a height of 78 meters. The facade of the Museum of the Future has become a real work of art and technology. It is made of stainless steel and covered with 1,024 individually made panels with Arabic calligraphy. These inscriptions are quotes from Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum about the future, knowledge, and progress. They not only give the building a distinctive appearance, but also serve as skylights, letting daylight inside. The total cost of the project was about $136 million, which for the scale of Dubai is considered a relatively modest amount for such a unique structure. To meet its own energy needs, the museum uses solar panels placed on the roof and ground structures around the museum. A gray water recycling system has also been implemented, Wastewater is reused after purification, which allows for a significant reduction in water consumption and a reduction in the environmental impact. Each of these solutions highlights the Emirates' development vector towards rational consumption of resources. The museum was created to present to the world the latest technologies and inventions capable of changing the world for the better, modern research and innovations designed to improve the quality of life of mankind. The internal exhibitions, divided into several thematic zones located on several tiers, transport visitors to the year 2072. Visitors have the opportunity not only to see the new reality, but also to literally immerse themselves in it, albeit briefly. The museum was planned to be more than just a platform for demonstrations. Research is conducted here that can prevent threats of a planetary scale, improve the standard of living with the help of robotics and artificial intelligence, advance space exploration and developments in the fields of healthcare, bioengineering, and much more. The Museum of the Future is one of the most amazing structures in the world and another masterpiece of architecture from Dubai's virtuoso engineers. It is something different from other structures we are used to. Built in the streamlined shape of a torus, it is covered in Arabic calligraphy letters that form quotes about the future of the UAE. Modern Dubai real estate is always a bright combination of ambition, technology, and aesthetics, and the Museum of the Future is one of the main confirmations of this approach. Architects and designers deliberately abandoned traditional museum solutions, choosing a bold, even daring concept, both in terms of the shape of the building and in the selection of exhibits. The result was not just spectacular, but truly iconic. This building has already become the city's calling card and will not lose its relevance for many years. Dubai is famous for its ultra-modern appearance, but it also has a historical heritage. What the city was like before the skyscrapers appeared can be found out in Bur Dubai, the old center. There is a quarter with preserved buildings from the 18th to 19th centuries in the traditional Arabic style and narrow streets. In this area, you can get to know the local culture better and explore the history of the Middle East. Bur Dubai is a district with a rich history. Stroll through its bustling squares and labyrinth of narrow streets to see what Dubai looked like decades ago. In addition to residential buildings, there are a number of shops and stores here. In addition, the district is home to consulates, a temple, and the ruler's residence, which means that this is not only the historical, but also the cultural center of Dubai. The oldest building, Fort Al Fahidi, is located here, built from local building materials, which now houses a historical museum. It was built in 1787 as a residence for local rulers. It served this function until 1971. Now the fortress building houses a historical museum. Its exposition includes local household items, boats, ancient weapons, and jewelry. Next to the oldest mosque, Grand Mosque, with its slender carved minarets, is the iconic avant-garde architectural structure Dubai Frame, a frame building from the upper floors of which a charming panorama of the city opens up. Traditional markets are adjacent to the Wafi Mall shopping center. The Great Mosque was built in 1900 and is located behind Fort Al-Fahidi. The height of the building is 72 meters. It is the tallest mosque in the principality. The interior can accommodate 1,200 visitors at a time, but only Muslims. Representatives of other faiths are prohibited from entering, so tourists can admire the religious building only from the outside. Over the past century, the building was rebuilt twice, the last time in 1998 and equipped with equipment that meets the requirements of the time and the technical capabilities of the state. Dolphinarium. This is a giant entertainment center which hosts not only shows with sea creatures. There is also a program with exotic birds and a huge mirror maze, an interactive cinema. The Dolphinarium Arena is designed for 1,280 visitors, but all the seats are occupied only on Saturday and Sunday. Shows with dolphins and sea lions are held 3 times a day. The rest of the time the sea animals live in a separate huge water enclosure. Dera, another historical district of the city, located on the opposite bank from Bur Dubai. They are separated by the Dubai Creek, thanks to which Dera became the city's commercial center in the last century. Dera is one of the first areas of Dubai where trade began and crafts developed. This place combines Arab culture and traditions that are passed down from generation to generation. The first settlements of fishermen and pearl divers appeared here, gradually growing into a large port. Now the economic significance of this part of the city is less than before, but the flavor is the same. Today here you can see authentic markets known throughout the world, try real Oriental dishes, and meet people from different countries. In this area you can admire large cargo ships and take a boat ride along the canal, as well as walk around the Oriental markets and bazaars. A significant number of small and medium-sized retail establishments are concentrated here, owned mainly by people from Pakistan and India. Also here, in the northwest part of Dera, is the famous Gold Souk, a huge jewelry market. Dera is a district of Dubai that is worth visiting for every tourist who wants to see the cultural heritage and traditions of the city. Here you can enjoy the color of the Oriental markets, see historical buildings, take a walk along Dubai Creek, and try dishes from different cuisines of the world. But Dubai is not only modernity. Here, the traditions and culture of the Arab world are carefully preserved. In the traditional markets, you can find gold, spices, fabrics, and immerse yourself in the atmosphere of old Dubai. In the historical district of Al-Fahidi, you can see how people lived before the oil era. The Jumeirah Mosque is one of the most beautiful mosques in Dubai, open to tourists. Dubai's traditional markets, known as souks, offer a unique experience of an oriental bazaar. All Dubai markets can be called a fairy tale of the amazing East. Piles of gold and sparkling gems, soft carpets with patterns, bright and shiny fabrics as if created for princess dresses, exotic dishes and various souvenirs, spices and herbs, enticing Arabian perfumes. What is not here? And also copies of modern branded bags, watches, costume jewelry, and often quite high-quality items. Here are some of the most popular. Gold Souk, located in the Dera area, famous for a huge selection of gold jewelry, and precious stones. Textile Souk, also in Dera, offers a wide range of fabrics, including silk, cotton, cashmere, and other materials. Spice Souk, traditional spices, herbs, dried fruits and nuts, as well as incense. Flea Market, find unique items, antiques, and local souvenirs. Jumeirah Mosque is one of the few mosques in Dubai that is open to all religions and allows you to not only appreciate the beauty of Arabic architecture, but also to get to know the traditions of Islam and local culture better. It serves not only as a religious center, but also as a bridge between cultures. Through special tours and lectures on the traditions of the Islamic world, tourists can get to know the life and faith of the UAE better. The mosque is located in the Jumeirah area, not far from Jumeirah Open Beach. This makes it especially convenient for tourists vacationing in the central part of the city. The mosque is built in the traditional Fatimid style, typical of North Africa and Egypt. Its exterior is decorated with 2 minarets, carved arches, and a light facade made of sand-colored stone. The building looks especially impressive at sunset, when the facade seems to glow from within in the rays of the setting sun. The dress code is strict. Women must wear long trousers or a skirt that covers their legs, a long-sleeved shirt, and a headscarf. Men, no shorts or t-shirts. It is advisable to wear a long-sleeved shirt and trousers. In case of non-compliance with the dress code, suitable clothing is provided on site. Shoes must be removed before entering the prayer hall, so it is worth wearing socks and comfortable shoes. Dubai does not rest on its laurels and continues to build the future. Space programs, innovative technologies, sustainable development. Dubai strives to become not only a city of luxury, but also a center of innovation and knowledge. What will Dubai be like in 50 years? Time will tell. But one thing is for sure, Dubai will continue to amaze the world with its ambitions and capabilities. So, is Dubai an oasis of the future or a mirage in the desert? Everyone must find the answer to this question for themselves. But one thing is for sure, Dubai is a city that does not leave you indifferent. It delights, surprises, raises questions, and makes you think about what the future of cities could be. Dubai is a city phenomenon, a city paradox. It attracts with its brilliance and amazes with its scale, but requires a close look and understanding. It is not just a place for rest and entertainment, but a laboratory of the future, where new technologies, economic models, and social concepts are tested. What will be the result of these experiments? Time will tell, but one thing is certain: Dubai will forever remain in history as one of the most ambitious projects of mankind.